I'm excited to announce the Delon, Hampton, and Associates Heritage STEM Scholarship Trust, funded through the generous donation of Gary Kellogg, PE structural engineer. Gary was a DHA member and shareholder for 30 years. Gary was also a fellow at the American Institute of Civil Engineer, ASCE, and wrote many white papers and technical papers. He was a mentor to his colleagues inside and outside of DHA. African Americans make up 5% of the practicing civil engineers in the United States. In the engineering field overall, they only make about 6% of the practicing population. Gary recognized this gap. Gary's stated desire to fund scholarship was for the African American students pursuing degrees in science, technology, math, and science, and engineering. In his will, Gary made the beneficiary of his share, which will fund the scholarship, made DHA the beneficiary of his shares to fund the scholarship. DHA has made this now a reality. The DHA Scholarship Trust will support students for their entire four-year program, provided that they maintain a grade point average of 3.0. DHA is grateful for Gary and the Kellogg family for his generous contribution to the engineering profession. On June 20, 2024, the Scholarship Board of Directors selected the first scholarship recipients and awarded $30,000 for these recipients. You will hear and see from each of these recipients via video presentation. These four recipients met the eligibility criteria in grade point average, community, volunteerism, and their essay, which was written so powerfully and articulately expressing their desire to pursue a career and life dedicated to engineering. The recipients are Caden Duranda, recipient of $10,000, Evelyn Vaughn, recipient of $10,000, Katori Morris, recipient of $5,000, Dwayne Carter, recipient of $5,000. Let's now hear from the recipients.
My name is Caden Duranda, and I'm from the illustrious city of New Orleans, Louisiana. I attended the Willow School High School, formerly known as Lusher Charter School, and I graduated with a 3.67 grade point average. I am currently a freshman at Louisiana State University, located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, majoring in civil engineering.
I am Delon Carter from Trussville, Alabama. I attended Hewitt-Trussville High School and I graduated with a 4.4 GPA. I am a sophomore at the Missouri University of Science and Technology and I am majoring in civil engineering.
My name is Evelyn Vaughn and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I graduated from Whitney Young Magnet High School last spring, and I'm currently a civil engineering major at Howard University School of Engineering and Architecture.
And I chose to pursue a field in engineering because I want to design and build roller coasters. And so to do that, to have the education and knowledge to build the structures of the roller coasters, a civil engineering degree would help me out really great, and that's why I chose it.
And what inspired me to study civil engineering was actually a lot of the science fiction books I read, like Silo and The Intuitionists. The main characters in those books were sort of revered for their problem-solving skills and logical thinking, and over time I realized that those are things I want to be valued for as well.
Engineering stuck out to me from a young age because I grew up in a household full of them. My dad and grandmother both graduated from engineering schools, and my grandfather was an electrician who worked on construction sites. My grandfather would take me on jobs with him, and I would shadow his every move, trying to see how I could help or what I could do. This sparked the initial interest for me, but later while touring high schools, I saw that my potential high school had an engineering department, and I immediately fell in love. Over the 4 years of my high school career, I learned so much, and I have no doubt in my mind that engineering is what I want to do.
So one of my biggest challenges was during quarantine, I sort of lacked the motivation to stay connected to my school community. I didn't join clubs, I didn't get to know my classmates, largely because I didn't like the virtual format. And for most of 2020, I logged into Zoom, did my work, and then just moved on. And my kind of laissez-faire attitude washed all the way through into summer until my mom made me do something. And so I signed up to apply to this STEM thing that I wasn't even sure about. And I was reluctant to even sign up for it because it was in a virtual format. I interviewed and I was accepted into Argonne National Lab's All About Energy program.
My first semester of college, I was taking Calculus 3, and it was just kicking my butt. I was staying up late, not submitting the homeworks, doing bad on the quizzes. I had to make a decision that my Saturdays would no longer be for fun. I would have to spend as much time as I needed to do my assignments so that I could be caught up and I could learn. And so that's what I did. And it hurt at first, but I got used to it. And then my grade went up and I passed the class.
While in high school, balancing the demands of playing baseball, which required intense training sessions, long games, weekly travel, along with my rigorous academic work, was no easy task. To handle this challenge, I created a schedule system that allowed me to balance between baseball and my academic responsibilities. While volunteering as a summer camp counselor with the Louisiana Children's Museum, I had the opportunity to lead young kids through STEM activities and provide a representation of an educated Black male working within a diverse setting.
My instructors were, to put it best, revitalizing. Our assignments were fun and engaging. We studied our unique neighborhoods in Chicago and different renewable resources. We discussed the meaning of environmental racism with real relevant examples in Chicago that same year. We met with activist groups, professors, researchers, and then we were finally able to pitch solutions to any environmental or civil issue that was happening in our own neighborhoods. And over the course of my internship, I made friends. I regained my spark for learning. I joined more clubs and completed more internships over the course of my high school career.
I was a mentor for a 5th grade student at my high school's elementary school, and we talked about everything from God to sports to education to his family and just anything he wanted to talk about. I just wanted to give him some pointers and just help him out.
And now that I'm in college, I'm excited to join clubs like National Society of Black Engineers, Engineers Without Borders, and Howard University Motorsports. In the future, I hope to use my Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering to continue tutoring in these subject areas and helping other kids gain motivation and confidence to join these fields.
I chose to pursue designing roller coasters as a profession is because, one, I want to make them safer, to decrease the injuries and deaths in roller coasters that occur from people riding them. The second thing is that I wanted to encourage people to overcome their fears riding roller coasters, because if they can overcome the roller coaster fear, hopefully they can overcome more fears that are more important than riding roller coasters.
As a civil engineer, I plan to use my education and skills to give back to my community by making my city a better place to reside. Where I live, New Orleans, damage from a hurricane almost 2 decades ago can still be seen. Abandoned homes, overgrown lots, poverty, and crime are still major problems to this day. Being that my city is surrounded by chemical plants and extremely outdated water supply plant, I would like to assist with providing clean air and water resources to the citizens of my community. In closing, I would like to give a heartfelt thank you to Delon, Hampton, and Associates for choosing me as one of their first STEM scholarship recipients. I am beyond grateful and honored to have been selected as a top winner. This award is not just a big help to me financially, but it also gives me a significant boost in chasing my academic dream of becoming a civil engineer.
And lastly, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone at DHA that made this scholarship possible for me. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank Delon, Hampton, and Associates for giving me the scholarship. It's been a tremendous relief to myself and my family. Thank you so much.